Alright, welcome to Kerbal Space Program. This is our career. We're in episode 5. I'm going to show you how to get some quick science. I need a little bit of science so I can unlock the solar panels so that I can operate in space without my batteries drying up on me. So all you got to do is kick off your engines, turn down your throttle way down, release your brakes, build you a plane, put your science pods on. You can see here I got both my little science pods. The runway counts as a biome, and each of these building complexes count as biomes. Simply go there, get all your science, and collect away. That's all there is to it. There's a whole bunch of science to be had here. There's actually even a contract to do some of the science around here, which I don't need to contract. Let's just kill the throttle there. That's getting a little too fast for me. Whoop, easy, 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 easy. This thing is sensitive. All that back end weight with that fuel. Easy. Where are you going? Where are you going? Just doing donuts. Alright, Jebediah. We'd like you to stop doing the donuts and get back to work, please. That would be great. Donuts on the runway. Old Jeb showing off. He's trying to make sure we know that he's the best pilot, not Moorius. And we got you, Jeb. We got you. Alright, so like I said, each one of these, I just did it on the runway just before I started recording a video. Different biome, you pull in, you get all your science. You can either recover your vehicle or move to the next one, and so forth and so on. Rinse and repeat. There we go. Put on the brakes. And look at there. At the SPH. Crew report. Thank you very much. Temperature scan. Thank you very much. Atmospheric pressure. Thank you. We'll get our 2 goos. There we go. And then we will EVA. We will now take the data. So we do another crew report. EVA. And surface sample. There we go. And then we'll board. Then when we get to the next one, we'll do the same thing. We'll just exit. Let's go to mission control. Do the same thing. You say, well, this is kind of like cheating. No, that's how they built it, so you can get some of this science. Get yourself rolling. I mean, it's not a mod or a cheat of any nature. It's the game. Now we need to slow down. That's getting a little fast. Kill the engines. Over here to mission control. Whoa, Jeb. Jeb and his donuts, man. Slow down, kick the brakes off. We're just a little bit faster here. Premature braking, Jeb. That's good enough. And mission control. And we'll put on the brakes. Get our crew report. Thank you very much. Temperature scan. Thank you very much. Air pressure scan. A couple of mystery goos. You're like, where's all that science at? Don't forget we built those science pods. Everything's crammed in those 2 payload bays right there. And let's EVA. We're going to get a surface sample. Let us take the data. Let's EVA report. And then we get our other surface sample, I think, because we took the data. I can't remember. Yep, there we go. And now let's recover the vessel. Just that easy. Build you the smallest little simple plane. Of course, I was building that, trying to make the Airbus 320. But build you a small little plane, put your science stuff on there, and voila. Alright, we can now, Jebediah want to do donuts. Unlock solar panels. It's the only one we get, but it's a start. Wish we could unlock the bigger one. The next ones are, what, here? Yeah, we can start. These make all the difference in the world. But we're going to start here with this 90. Thank you very much. That's what we needed. So currently we have the mission to explore the moon, which is flyby, gather, and return. So that's what we're going to do now. Let us build our aircraft here. Let me think. Can we use the Mercury rocket that we used before? Let's take a look at our Mercury. What was our 7D? Let's load this one. Oh, the one I didn't like. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this one. Let's open. Was it 3A? Let's load 3A. What was 3A? Yeah, that won't get us there. Let's just start us a new ship. We're going to start with a single console, and we need, obviously, fire prevention. It is important. Before we put fire prevention, though, we need our science pods, don't we? Yeah, we need our 2 little science pods. There we go. That's going to return to Kerbin. Nothing else will return. So there's that. I don't need reaction wheels. I don't need any of that stuff. And we're going to put a parachute on top. And just for safety, I'll put 2 parachutes on the side of my science pods here, just for giggles. And I'm going to want an antenna because some of this stuff I'm going to send back. So, you know what, not that antenna. I'm going to put this antenna on the side. We only need 1, not 400. And I'm going to spin it, and there we go. So, that's our there and back. So, we need to be able to be able to decouple. That would definitely make a difference. So I'm going to use this big tank here, and I'm going to use that plus this, and we're going to put our little sparkler engine on there, or poodle, I mean. There we go, poodle. And that's going to be our get around the moon and then return to Kerbin fuel. Right, and we need the Rocco Max. And let's grab 1, 2. And we want a skipper. Skippers are good engines. Mainsails are great, but we want a skipper for now, and we'll get to the mainsails and stuff later. Just not there yet. Okay, so on that, I want my winglets, and I want 3 of them. Go, and then I need my coupling. This is just standard rocketry 101 to me. I'll put this right here in the middle. This is how I like to launch rockets. It's easier, it's stable, and I don't have to worry about. Although we could use these big boosters. They did work well on my other one. Let's put these big boosters on. They're cheaper, and I think this should be enough, because that'll get us to the moon. It should get us back that fuel there. We have 3,409 delta V in that, so that should be good to go. That's a lot of delta V. Only 3,900 getting to the moon like that, or into the atmosphere like this, and then circularized. I don't want to have to use a drop of this fuel to. Nope, I'm not going to use these because I don't want to use a drop of that fuel in order to circularize, not a single drop of it. So I want to make sure that I'm not doing that. So let's put this on here. Let's put an orange on top and the big one down below. Not interfering with any fins. Nope. And we are going to say, whoop, little lock up there, little, yeah. So we put those 3. They'll kick off, then he'll kick in. That puts us 5,289. So that's enough to even get not only into orbit, but maybe even use some of this main engine to get us going. I tell you what we can do. How's our thruster weight? Oh, only 1.2. That's not going to be good. Take this orange one off and put this one on. How's that look? 1.23. You know what we're going to do is we're going to run all the engines, but we're going to run fuel. Oops. No, that's not what we want to do. That's not what we want to do. It's lagging on me when I'm clicking, so it's getting confused. Let's put this back on here. Okay, let's take this fuel line back off, because that's not what we want to do. Let's go. No, just the fuel line. There we go. And we want it to go from here to there on all these tanks. So that would be staging. So all 4 engines will go. And that gives us we go, a 1.64. So I could put that tank back on. And maybe this tank on top, a 1.41. Yep, that'd be more than enough. And we will put our nose cones up here. Okay, everything's on those struts well, yep. So what it'll do is all of those will go, then those three will kick off, and then the main engine will keep going. And once the main engine goes, then that one goes. That'll be more than enough. We're looking at 8,000. We're going to be way over. But I like to be way over. Put those on. Those up with there. And let's auto strut everything before I forget this time, like I continually do. Okay, auto strut, auto strut, auto strut. And we'll go to the moon. Okay. I think we're set. So we are going to name this Mercury. Oop. Things getting a little crazy on me here. Mercury 11. I know we're not at 11, but that's okay. Looking good. Plenty of fuel, plenty of engine power. We're going to be set. Let's make sure that Moorius is our pilot today. Okay, and we will save it. We've got our science. We've got an antenna. Oh, you know what we don't have? Solar panels. My goodness gracious. We need solar panels. Because I have batteries in here, right? Let's open. Yep, I have some batteries there. I don't have batteries there, but I do have some. I have, what, 4 of them in there? Okay, so I need solar panels. I need them several places. Let's just go with 2 there. There. So there's 2. That's antennas in the way, so we'll just move the antenna. There we go. And then let's bring this down to the 1 single. Let's put another one here. Another one here. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to put a couple of them. I can't put them on the doors, but I can put them on here. Go 4. Now, actually, I can do more than that. Let's do this. There we go. That should give us plenty for the ride out. Let's put a few more on. Why not, right? And then we'll have these to help make sure we have enough to get back once we've separated and can land. So there we go. Let's save that, and we are over our part limit, aren't we? Yeah. No, we're over our weight. Okay, so let's go out and upgrade our launch pad. Yep, this will be a good little trip. Upgrade launch pad. There we go. And we are ready to go to the moon. We're going to go out, fly around the moon, and come back. Get our science, submit or send back some science. Okay, let's make it happen. I'm excited to send Moorius to the moon. But we're not going to land. We're going to use free trajectory. So what we're going to do is, let's assume for a second that this tower is the moon. Instead of coming off Kerbin and intersecting the moon this way, we're going to come off Kerbin and intersect the moon this way to help return us back. Alright, let's close this down. Get our stability going. Full throttle ahead. And away we go. Liftoff of Mercury 11. We have cleared the tower. Beginning our roll and pitch over procedure or gravity turn. Being rather aggressive with it. There we go. Without being too aggressive. crazy there. Way too fast on the burn, or the gravity turn there in the beginning. Okay, take 2. And full throttle, away we go. Yeah, we don't have enough force and speed to start messing with that early, you know. Alright, I'm just going to do a slight bump going the other way. This is want to head west, we want to go east. There we go, that's good. Let that kind of follow over. Wait till we get a little bit higher before we start messing with that. Slight bump again. South and west. It's pushing southwest really hard. It's alright, we're pushing up through now. We're going to be able to get out of this soon. It's everything I can just to keep this thing going this way. It is really fighting me. Really fighting me. Come on, stop fighting me. Keep pushing this thing. Man, that thing wants to push south really bad. It wants to roll that way. It wants to go flip. It's starting to get better now. There we go. It's starting to get a little easier now. Alright, let's kill those engines. We're at 80,000. Let's try and get over. Look and see how it's wanting to push around that way and rotate. It's weird. Alright, we'll get down here. As it rotates. One way you can kill rotate is a quick time warp and then stop. Let's get the engines going so we can get this craft under control. See if I can kill this rotation. Alright. Lowering our apoapsis just a little bit there, and we're a minute away. Putting fire up. These 3 will not be able to circularize us, but the other one will. This should cut off here. There we go. We'll stage them out. Away we go. Full tank of gas. That should be able to get us out towards the moon as well. Along with having plenty of fuel to get back. I like to do, like I said, some people get it right down to the wire. Use this amount, this amount. I love to do extra fuel because I'm not very good and sometimes I mess up. And so when I mess up, I need to be able to have room for correction. Would be the way to put that. Closing in our apoapsis. Looking good. Slight adjustments. Barely raising our apoapsis. 9 seconds to go. Doing just fine. Moorius is going to the moon. Point the nose down now. We continue to close in. Pushing it out. Closing in. Pushing out. Now we're closing in. And voila. We are in orbit. Okay. So, we'll do the same thing we did last time. We will set as target the moon. And we're just going to warp around to here. darn satellite. Now see, now look. Here you see electric charge is holding. Now granted, we have you know, solar panels on, but still, that just didn't make any sense that it was doing that. Alright. That was from launching that satellite. So our mission is to gather scientific data from the moon and then return to Kerbin. It doesn't say anything other than either recover or transmit. But we do have to bring the vessel back to the surface, so that's easy enough. Alright. I don't know why I went back in there. I'm trying not to sneeze. I gotta sneeze. So we're gonna put our... Whew, I did sneeze. Whew, alright, so we're gonna put our maneuver planner there to get out to... and we don't really have to use the maneuver planner to do this, but we are. And so like I said, what I want to do is I want to go inside the moon, right? Then go around the moon this way. So that's why I'm going to leave it in like this. And so let's focus view on the moon. That still has us going that way. So let's grab our thing. We're going to keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. There we go. And so we're going to be 195,000. That is fine. That will put us on the inside of the moon. So we have a 51-second burn, and it's in 4 minutes. Okay. Let's get to our prograde, because that's where it's going to be. So we get this thing to shoot over there. Slowly, slowly turn. No reaction wheels on here, so... Oh no, I have that one inside the inside that science thing, didn't I? I put that in there, right? Pretty darn sure I put it in there. Yeah, there's one in there. Plus you have the reaction wheels from the command module as well, the capsule. Alright, 4 minutes left. Come on, get turned over to prograde. It's trying. Big old beast. See, we're behind the dark side, so we're losing some power now. But barely. Not like we were before. Man. Okay, we'll get closer. So, at 51 seconds, we have just under 2 minutes, so a minute and 50 seconds worth of burn, roughly. And so we have 102 seconds of burn. So we have a minute and 40 seconds, actually, not a minute and 50. So, at a minute and 40 is what we need to burn. So we have to cut that in half to determine where we're going to start. So, a minute and 40. Let's see, so 30 seconds, 20, so about 50 seconds on the... So we need to start with about 35 seconds to go. That puts us on either side, so we should be good to go. Alright. 30 and 30 would be 60, so we'll start with roughly 26 seconds to go. Okay, let's do a quick save. Let's get lined back up on our target here. Line back up, line back up, line back up. You see the moon will just be coming over the horizon here in just a second. And we are going to wait till 26. And then we will kick it in gear. 25. Kick off. Main engine second. Burn. Headed to the moon. See, we're hitting the node here. We're roughly halfway through. Almost half. Just a little over. 21 seconds left on the burn. There's the moon coming above the horizon. 7 seconds past our node. 9 seconds left on the burn. Ready for main engine cutoff. 3, 2, 1, cutoff. Main engine cutoff. And we are good. Alright, let's check where we're at. So we are going to have to do a corrective burn because we burned just a little bit too long. And what I can do right now is just simply turn around and do a slight corrective burn, and it will fix itself. But there's really no need to do that. We could actually do that later on. But might as well. You see we burn a little too much. We don't want to do that. That's okay. That's what corrections are for. We'll spin around. Fix it. We'll have to make probably another adjustment anyways so we can close. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and warp to here. Let's warp to there. And then we can correct it. Alright, we are there. Let's do our science, because we know we're going to have science out here. Let's get our crew report, and we are going to transmit that. We don't need to keep it. You see, we're building right back up our charge. Let's do an EVA. Hatches are obstructed. What? I didn't obstruct any hatches. Did I? The hatch is not a... Oh my goodness gracious. Did I put that over? I did. I put the freaking antenna over the crew hatch. I thought I put the antenna over here. Oh, I had it on double. Oh my goodness. I didn't take it off double, and I did. Alright. So, what we're doing is we're getting to prograde, or retrograde. And then I'm just going to burn. Eyeballing it here. There we go, 120. Perfectly good. Turn up our science now, and let's just auto-save. We're going to pick up our speed, and it's going to automatically stop us right there, which it does. And let's see if we've got science where we're at, which I'm sure we do. Crew report. We're going to send that off. Temperature scan. We're going to keep that. We'll keep this. We're going to do one mystery goo for now, and we'll do an orbital scan from up here. Sorry if that's very loud. It's just the mod, which is kind of cool. I like the sound of it. So it says, hey, you know, we've gathered first scientific data from the moon. Thank you very much. And we have explored the moon. We have not fulfilled our contract, obviously. We have to return the vessel. So instead of going into orbit, what I'm going to do is make sure I pick up science down here, and then I'm going to add my maneuver. I'm going to increase this. I'm going to decrease our speed as we go around. Right, and then as you saw, right there, it puts us right back into orbit of Kerbin. Now it's a huge, gigantic orbit, but it does put us into orbit, so you could do that. So if you only had just a little bit of fuel, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put us into circular orbit, and then what I'll do is once we're in orbit, then I'll come out and shoot back towards Kerbin. The way I get back to Kerbin is odd, to say the least, but it's what works for me. So we're going to hit this burn in 1 hour and change, so let's just warp to there. Alright, and then we are of course going to be burning retrograde. Get a little bit closer here. Let's move to here. It's going to be a very short burn, and again, we don't even need the node. We could just get here and do it. So I'll just get rid of the node because you'll be able to see it happen. Get a little bit closer. Let's go there, and then let's see what kind of science we can get now that we're closer to the moon. Nothing? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll circularize, and then I'll drop this periapsis down to where we're near moon, and we can get more science. So all we're going to do is point retrograde at this point, and burn. No maneuver node needed. And you'll see. We'll just fire this thing up. And voila. So let's go ahead and get rid of our main engine now, and start using our smaller engine. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to here. Yep, EVA reports. I know. Somebody blocked the doorway. Alright. Yep, turn it off. So I'm going to get here, and then I'm going to drop this periapsis down. So I need to burn retrograde. And we are going to drop the periapsis down. And once we drop that down, we'll get near moon, and we should be able to get a lot more science down there as well. We'll do this with a small burn. See, it's going down, 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 down. We'll just go very slightly. get down to about 30,000. There we go. Now, when we do our science next time around, we'll be right next to the moon. So let's go ahead and warp to here. And we'll be on the sunny side of the moon. Let's get warped around. Plenty of sun to be had for all. Where is the moon? There it is. There's Kerbin. Alright, as we cross over into sunset, we got plenty of everything. Kerbin looks great. And let's just fast forward here. So we're really, really close. There we go, look at that. So now, we should be able to get more information, because we are now in close, or space near the moon. Atmospheric pressure, Mr. Goo observation, and we'll get the orbital scan as well. We'll just finish up the Mystery Goos here, and that'll do that. And we cannot get out in spaceport because it's, the hatch is broken. Alright, so that's that. And you see the moon looks great. Take some pictures, figure out where we're going to land, right? We're going to not land this time, but boy are we. You know, it's got to be exciting for Moorius. Look at the look on his face. He is excited. There you see. I believe, let me see where we are. Not like you could accurately tell. That could be from our heights. Could be. Okay. So now what we'll do is I'll swing around and I'll add a maneuver here, and we're going to burn, and boom, we'll enter orbit. You can see I can add my burn and it lowers my periapsis down pretty good. If I adjust this, we can lower it down even further. There we go, and that ought to work just fine. So this has to be a little bit more technical. In 4 hours and something, we're going to have to hit that mark. So we're going to turn prograde now. And you can see it'll turn a lot faster now, the spaceship will. You think, well, you would want to do the burn back here and go out. It would work either way. It would work either way. Because by the time this happens, we're going to be over here. And, well, you'll see. Okay, so we're going to quick save here. And we're going to go ahead and get closer to our node in 4 hours. Alright. Only a 7-second burn, so we'll start it with about 3 seconds to go. Not going to be very long. Alright, down to 10 minutes. Let's get actually pointed in the right direction here. Okay, and we'll get with faster. 7 minutes. 5 minutes. Alright, and we'll do a quick save in case I shoot past this thing. Now it's saying here that my target is up there, so I need to go to target. And I need to get to my target, so let's off. And let's actually, whoops, go to my target here. My target's not going to be quite retrograde. We need to burn just slightly different. There we go. And we're going to get closer. Again, we want to start with about 3 seconds to go. And here we go. 4, 3. I might have to chase my target some. Let's see. And done. There we go. And that will work out good. You say there's no way that's going to work. Here we go. Past the moon, and then what happens? We go right back into Kerbin orbit. Voila. Alright, so I'm going to go out here to my apoapsis now. I'm going to warp to here. And then I'm just going to burn retrograde and lower my periapsis down to where I need to go. And then when I come around, hit the atmosphere, and I'm home. We have escaped the gravitational influence of the moon. Why, yes, we have. Thank you very much. Okay. So, now that we're here, like I said, we're going to burn retrograde to slow us down as soon as it gets over there. And we'll watch our periapsis. And voila, we will be home. Go ahead and start my burn. Down comes the berry abscess, dropping like a rock. Okay, now a smaller burn so I can be a little more precise. Get us down to about 20-ish. There we go, that's more than fine. And we show quick save, just in case something happens. And we'll kick off our fuel. And you can see how much fuel we had left. We had a ton, an absolute ton. We could have landed and everything. Alright, we're going to stay. I'm going to turn this off. And have Moorius stay retrograde. We show warp to here. No science, right? Nope, nothing I can do because of the hatch. We'll warp all the way around. And Moorius is going to return safely from orbiting the moon, which is step 1. We need to start setting up some satellites so that we can begin to communicate better, have better communications. Alright. So we're what, 400,000 still? Get going. There we go. We're dropping rapidly now. Now you see old beautiful Kerbin. There we go. 120, and it'll automatically slow us down when we get back to 70. Just under 70. Boom. There we go. Okay. And the rest, as they say, is history. Start the fireworks. Something's catching there. I don't know what it is. Not the heat shield. Something's not liking something. I don't know what it is. Might be, what do I got right there? Parachutes? I don't know. Is that parachutes? Science base? I mean, we are coming in very steep and very fast, so that's why you're getting all the violent shaking. I would think everything will hold fine. I don't imagine we'll have any issues. Yeah, that one's already off, that one's already off. So we should be good to go. Down we go, plunging to the earth. That was a very aggressive entry, I should say. Out go the parachutes. Away we go. That's aggressive, aggressive re-entry. 4,000 and dropping. Moorius has returned. Good job, buddy. You would think going out and orbiting the moon and come back would give him a second star, but I guess not. Did he do a full orbit? Maybe he didn't actually orbit around. I don't know. Maybe it didn't give him credit because he didn't do a full orbit. Or he didn't do a full orbit, did he? I don't know. He'll be going back. Have no fear. Alright, 300 feet. So we did a good job there. We've got us an Airbus to get people into space and to do our tourist, and then we also have the ability to get to the moon. So we are looking good. Nice gentle splashdown. Any science I can get real quick? No, other than the aviator. We'll grab that, and we are good. Alright. We're going to thank Moorius. We're going to throw him a parade. First man to orbit the moon and return. And until then, what we'd like you to do is hit like and subscribe. Give Moorius a thumbs up down in the comments below for his courageous act. 383 science. Woohoo! And we grabbed us some money too. And let me go just remove my antenna before I forget. And have future issues with spacewalking. There we go. That's no longer there. Of course, the other one's no longer there now either. That's fine. Let's go down to communication. And yeah, you need to go right there and not block the door. We'll save it. Mercury 11 is a great craft. Alright guys, when we come back next time, we will unlock some more science, and hopefully we can start building our network so that we can communicate better back and forth throughout the universe here, and maybe We're getting close to landing on the moon. We got a little ways to go before we can do that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.